president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
Mr. Vice President, how many times have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings. I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period. And what I will do is the same thing we did in our administration. There will be an absolute wall between personal and private and the government.
Do you stand by your statement that you did not discuss any of your son's overseas business dealings?
Yes, I stand by that statement.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Wow, you talk about a lie. Unbelievable what's going on. But you can listen to all the politics from all the different TV shows, Hannity and the rest of them. But I'm going to tell you how it's going to affect the economy, how it's going to affect your wallet. That's what you need to know. You can get 24/7 from these commentators who all repeat the same thing every show, have the same guests on too. But, you know, this is pretty serious. It's unbelievable. Now, this guy was on Fox last night, and he really just... my hair went on fire. He was just... listen to this.
I think this is just another attempt by Senator Ron Johnson, who 2 weeks ago, his committee came out with a 70-some-odd page report indicating that both Joe Biden and Hunter Biden had no wrongdoing.
That's a total lie. A total lie. This guy always lies. He always lies. Senate has been investigating Biden and his son since 2014. Homeland Security, Governmental Affairs Committee, and the Senate Finance Committee since 2014. And they did conclude, in addition to the more than $4 million paid to Bermuda, whatever they call it, Bermuda, I think that's how you pronounce it, to Hunter Biden as a board member, that Rosemont Seneca, an investment firm co-founded by Hunter Biden and the former Secretary of State's son, John Kerry, Christopher Hines, did in fact receive by wire $3.5 million. They confirmed it. The wire, everything else, where the money went, and the money came from the mayor, and yet they keep talking about, and I get so sick of this. Oh, we went over that. Nobody found anything. Nobody found it. Every one of them has it down packed. Nobody found anything. It's been all disproved. No. All bad information. They even found, the investigators, and they concluded in their report, in their investigation, exposed that not only the corruption that Biden was involved with, all this money going back and forth, he was involved with a Russian and Ukrainian human trafficking ring. Imagine. And he also, they found he had ties to Chinese businessmen who are tied to the Chinese Communist Party doing deals. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But as I said, I don't want to get into all that. I was so irked last night when I'm listening to all these people, MSNBC and all of them, just they won't tell the truth. You know, isn't it terrible? I said this yesterday. Why is it that you have to have teams? If you're on the blue team, you'll lie. You'll just come on these shows and just lie. If you're on the blue team, if you're on the red team, you're going to lie. Thank God we have independent thinking people who will hopefully put this president back into office. He's got an uphill battle this time. It's not going to be easy. Everybody's saying how the 16%, or a lot of these leads, I should say, 16% lead in the national polls for Biden is much larger than it was last year, or 2016 rather. And they said, wow, all those polls were wrong. And they think these polls are wrong. But these leads are much larger than the ones last year. So let's get to 2016 rather. It just gets me so upset. I just can't talk straight. I mean, I just can't believe that the people in this country, people are smart. The American people are smart people. How are they getting bamboozled by this guy Biden? I just don't get it. Americans are smart people. They're not going to give Trump any credit for anything he did. They're going to just ignore the fact that he was, for 3 years, being impeached. The FBI made it all up, lied about it with Hillary Clinton. Let me go on. Today, by the way, I told you yesterday, I said, you joined the gang, and I said, you should follow me in a couple stocks. One stock I talked about was Tiffany. And I said, we just got into Tiffany. It turned green on September 25th. And it was around $115 when we bought it. And I said, we're buy Tiffany because every year we do, because everyone assumes that Tiffany's going to make a lot of money over Christmas. And all the rich go to Tiffany. So it went from a low of about $115 to $121 since September 25th. A 5% gain since September 25th. That's a nice little return. It's nice and easy. Wasn't hard to do. Now, I'm not saying every gang member made 25%. I'm just telling them the opportunity. My color-coded Pro 2 chart gave them an opportunity to make 5%. Now, everybody can get in or out or get in early, get in later. It doesn't matter. But the point is to have an opportunity, to identify the opportunity. And Pro 2 identifies the opportunity. And you don't have to know anything about the company. No, you don't need to know a thing about the company. Nothing. You don't have to know its numbers. You don't have to know nothing. You don't have to know its margins. You don't have to know its gross sales. You don't have to know how management is doing. You don't know any of that stuff. It's unbelievable. So, but the other thing too now, the important thing is this market's going to crash. We know that. But we don't have to worry that we're going to get caught and give back those gains. And it's still going up. When the market was going down today, it was going up. That's called relative strength. That's called relative strength. We're also starting to see relative strength in gold. Now, a lot of people have gotten discouraged with gold, which I'll never understand. Because if you take gold, GOLD, Barrick Gold Corporation, if you go back to October of 2019, it was around $17. And today it's $27. Now, that's a 58% gain. That's a bigger gain then the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Dow. And when it corrected from a high of $31 down to $27. 13%, that's all. We had 50% up, corrected 13%. What is wrong with that? And it's ready to go up again. We'll talk more about gold when I get back. And gold is going to take off with everything that's going on. Remember St. Jude, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
So like you say, the market has a tremendous run, and that's because there are important supports for growth. Although there are headwinds, there's this wall of worry. I think that's actually healthy to every once in a while consolidate and regroup. Bottom line is, as you said, we have had a V-shaped recovery. We think we're moving into sustained expansion, and net, you're going to continue to see job growth. Jobs have increased dramatically. That's supporting consumer spending, even though you've seen the extra unemployment benefits fade. Consumer spending in September will post another solid increase. 0.7%, 1% roughly are still very strong increases in retail sales, supporting the roughly 37 to 40% increase we probably saw in 3Q real consumer spending.
And none of that is true. None of that is true. Are you kidding me? V-shaped recovery? There's no V-shaped recovery. You know what most people don't understand is in 2008, when the market crashed, the worst thing happened. Bernanke and Obama taking over from Baby Bush, they introduced quantitative easing. Now, quantitative easing has been used throughout the years by other countries, but very seldom, because quantitative easing destroys your economy. It destroys it. So they use it for a month, 2 months, maybe the year at most. We were told they were going to use it for the most a year. If they really needed to push it, maybe 18 months, but they said no, mostly a year. And that's it. Because anyone who knows anything about quantitative easing, it destroys the economy, because when you print all this money, it never gets to the workers, never gets to the people. When you print all this money, the first thing they do is they take it and buy treasuries to drop interest rates zero to zero. Okay, what do they do with that money? Now the interest rate's at zero. Well, they start printing and printing and printing a lot of it. And the first thing they do, and this is where the big problem is, the first thing they do, they give it to the CEOs of companies. Now remember how the economy works. Companies take their profits, and if they can borrow inexpensive money, they combine the profits with the cheap money, and they plow it back in the company, what we call CapEx, or business investment. This way they're buying new machinery, new equipment, new technology. That means you, the worker, you now can produce more goods. That means you get a raise. With that raise, that means you put some in savings. You go spend. Spending is 72% of our economic GDP growth. Remember, we were promised that GDP growth would go to 6%. Never got above 1.9% annually. And so that's how you grow. You got to grow the economy by putting the money not into buying your own stock, but back into the business. Now that's okay for maybe a year, but even that's too long, because at the end of a crash, you get wiped out. households in 2008 got wiped out $10 trillion. That means that folks' equity in their home was gone. Equity in stocks were gone. Homes were being foreclosed on. Jobs were lost. Well, if you don't do something, you go into depression because the stock market will keep going down. Because what drives stocks? Profits. What do profits do? They drive earnings. What do earnings drive? The stock price. And what is stock price? Value. So if you lost $10 trillion and you wiped out equity in a home, equity in your stocks, how are you going to grow the economy? You can't. So that's why they do quantitative easing, then stop. But what happened with this group, it became heroin. Because Obama remember how he got into office and how Baby Bush got into office. Wall Street, the bankers. That's how they got in. So what they did is they took the money and started to buy their own shares to push the stock price up. So as the stock price kept going up and up and up, they kept doing the same thing over and over. Print more money, keep buying more treasuries, keep dropping interest rates down, keep getting more to the CEOs. And then we got to a point that the CEOs were running out of money. Why? Well, if you keep taking your money and you're not producing anything, your sales are going down, your cash flow is going down, you're soon burning through your cash, and your free cash flow is gone. So what happened? They turned around, the Federal Reserve turns around, prints even more money. And they go to the corporations, instead of letting them go and fail and go into Chapter 11, which Chapter 11 was designed for them to go get cleaned up, they go in and they say to the corporations, to the CEO, hey, here's what we'll do. We'll buy all your debt. So all the money they borrowed, they said, we'll go buy that debt from you. So the Federal Reserve prints all this money, and every time they print money, you're getting screwed. You and I are getting screwed. You know, quantitative easing, when I first heard that word, quantitative easing, I thought it was a bird. Doesn't that sound like the name of a bird? Quantitative easing? Well, it's not a bird, but they both do the same thing. They crap on you. And that's what quantitative easing does. Because, you see, the only people that make out with quantitative easing are the CEOs and their partners on Wall Street and the big shareholders. And at the end, they are making 600 times more than a worker. Now, how long can you keep doing this? Now, all of a sudden, by 2012, 2013, the economy's going straight down, and the stock market's going up. But here's what they did. They're smart. They turned around and said, we'll tell everybody the stock market is the economy. We'll tell them how good the economy's doing. And now they're printing even more money. They had no choice. They had to keep the market going up. Because the more you print money, the more you keep putting the stock market up by taking that money and giving it to CEOs and they buy their own shares. Remember, the companies aren't employing people. They're starting to lay people off. Wages aren't going up. People aren't saving. And without savings, we can't build small businesses, which provide 72% of our growth. So where do we end up now? What's going to happen? Because now we're in this position. It's very bad. I'll tell you when I get back what's going to happen.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so we know what happened. They put all the stimulus in, and it's quantitative easing, and the guy on Main Street got screwed good. Because there's nothing going on for him. He's going to have to pay more at the grocery store than he did a week before. Because the value of his dollar goes down because they keep printing money and printing it to keep making sure stocks go up. And the rich get richer. The guy on Main Street, the average guy in this country, 60% of the people who work in this country make less than $48,000 a year. Now, I'm not talking individual. That's a combination, too. They struggle. But they don't care about them. Because, see, they think they're going to be fine. Because as long as they keep interest rates down to zero, they got their credit cards. As long as they keep interest rates down to zero, they got access to credit. Mostly credit cards. They can buy a car, put it on a 65-year loan. Buy a motorcycle, put it on a 100-year loan. They'll be fine. Just keep them over there in the corner. They'll be fine. No, that's not true. That's our labor force. See, those are the people that drive this country. But see, the very, very wealthy don't care about those people. They're the backbone of our country. They're the backbone of our country. And these people are suffering. Now, the problem is you get caught. So what do? Let's give them a stimulus. Let's print more money. Give them more stimulus. That's not helping them. Sure, you give an extra $625. That's a Band-Aid. But stimulus doesn't help. Stimulus is just a Band-Aid. Because you got to pay that stimulus back, and that is the problem. When you start looking at the debt of our country and where our national debt is and our budget deficits, I mean, just think of the interest we're paying on our national debt. When people aren't increasing their income, and that means there's less tax revenue. That means we are now, first time in history, we are spending 100% more than we take in. Understand that? 100% more than we take in. What are you, nuts? You got to be nuts. So, that means, think about this, 2017, our national debt went up. We had to pay $263 billion in interest. We didn't grow. Our GDP was at 2.6% for the year. We should be at 5-6%. So $263 billion in 2017, that's the interest we had to pay on our debt because you have to keep borrowing and borrowing because every time you have a deficit, you're spending more than you take in. That's got to be paid. You got to pay that. We're at 2020. We've gone from $263 billion in interest to $495 billion. $500 million we are paying on interest. And that's why our economy is going down 1.9%. So understand how this works. The more that we keep doing stimulus, the stock market goes up. It's the only thing that happens when they do stimulus, it drives the stock market, not the economy. Because the minute you say stimulus, the stock market goes up 400 or 500 points. Today, the market opened down about 250 points, 300 points when they opened. Why? Oh, they're not going to do their new stimulus. The only thing that drives the stock market is we're going to do a stimulus. Whatever the stimulus is for. They got all kinds of stimulus. Remember the PPP program? That was stimulus. Remember the market went nuts. The market went nuts on the PPP program. And then they had the $625 extra check, unemployment check. Market went nuts. So the stock market keeps going up on stimulus, but the more stimulus you have, the more that our folks, the backbone of our country, especially the middle class, getting screwed, and the more our debt goes up. But see, the rich don't care about that because they make all the money in the stock market. So the folks that aren't in the stock market, and remember, 50% of our workforce do not have a 401k. And the ones that do, only 38% participate. So we got a situation right now where we got such debt, you can't grow our economy anymore. We got the national debt at $27 trillion, household debt at $16 trillion, corporate debt at $9 trillion. Corporations are dying. And here's the funny thing. Housing going up, right? Housing going up. Well, we got, this is crazy. They tell us how great the economy is, right? We got a V-shaped recovery. Well, if we got a V-shaped recovery, then why are we doing more stimulus? If we got a V-shaped recovery, why are we going to do another PP program? Why are we going to do another program? We're going to give people extra unemployment checks. I never heard of such a thing. They're telling us we got a great economy, V-shaped, right? V-shaped recovery.
So like you say, the market has a tremendous run, and that's because there are important supports for growth. Although there are headwinds, there's this wall of worry. I think that's actually healthy to every once in a while consolidate and regroup. Bottom line is, as you said, we have had a V-shaped recovery. We think we're moving into sustained expansion, and net, you're going to continue to see job growth. Jobs have increased dramatically. That's supporting consumer spending, even though...
Wait a minute. Jobs dramatically. We lost 44 million jobs. And then 22 million came back. Well, it's not really 22 million. We're still out 30 million because you got to count the workers at the discouraged workers. There's 7 million discouraged. So you got to throw that back in on top of the 22. So you got about 30 million people out of work. So wait, we got 30 million people out of work. What's she talking about? And consumers are spending? Yeah, they're spending all right. That money they get from stimulus. But the problem is their household debt is historic high. They're in debt. They're spending more than their income. So we can't grow the economy. See, everything is so fake. It's unbelievable. So what do? Well, we got to make money, don't we? If you have a little money you can put in the stock market, for heaven's sakes, buy the spiders and make money when the market crashes. We're going to make money when the spiders go down. The spiders are 500 the best companies in the world. So we've been in those stocks for 5 years. The spiders, just the spiders alone, for 5 years, because we catch them on the way up, we catch them on the way down. You'll never make the money in a 401k that you can make in the spiders. And stop with this nonsense. Yeah, but they match me. That's a bunch of baloney. They match you. Here's what you haven't figured out. I want you to think you work for a corporation, right? You think they're nice people at the top? You think they really care about you? You think they really want to match you? They want to match themselves. See, they've already figured out years ago when they screwed everybody out of a pension and gave you this 401k, which nothing was, all it was is a tax. 401k is a tax plan. All they did is take these mutual funds and stuck them inside these tax plans. Oh, you got a 401k, go ahead, run it yourself. Are you kidding me? The 401k, with all the 27 hidden fees, and you don't make money with a 401k. But you can go with the spiders, and when it's green, we buy. When it's red, we sell short. And that's with any stock. That's just like Tiffany. I just gave you that stock last week, and we're up 5% already. Today we had some stocks that we had this morning when the market was going down. The first thing I do for my gang member is to look for the stocks that have relative strength. Give you an example, Egan. We got into Egan, and I didn't even know what I don't even know what the stock does. I could care less. We bought Egan. It was around $13, and today it's $19. Now, we bought that. I gave that to my members on September 29th. So it's up about 14%, I think. 46%. 46% it's up. Now, I'm not saying that everybody has made 46% on that. Of course not. Because members get in. We tell them, hey, it's turned green, what to do. Some listen to us, some don't. But the members who do listen, they get it. Maybe some members made 10%. Maybe some made 20. Maybe some made 30. Maybe some made 2. It doesn't matter. The important thing is we give them the opportunity. We give them, when it turns green, we give an opportunity. There it is. You got a 40% opportunity. But we'll tell you when to get out. That's more important than getting in. Any dope can get in a stock because stocks are rigged to go up 85% of the time. But the important thing is to get you out. Got to get you out. And that's what this program does. If you don't believe me, just for 10 days, it's free. I'll give you the chart free. I'll give you the membership free. And after 10 days, you make a decision what you want to do. Now, if you decide to stay, you pay $39.95 a month. And hopefully you start making money so you can help St. Jude. And that's what this whole program's been about for over 25 years now. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right. Go to my YouTube channel. Listen to my radio show on the YouTube channel. And please do me a favor. Just hit subscribe and like. So again, go to my YouTube channel to listen to my radio show. And also, once a week, I'll put up for you my take on the stock market. Now, I'm going to be posting it Friday, tomorrow. And you don't have to be a member. It's free. So you just go there. If you ever want to know the truth, you want to know the truth, what's going to really happen in the stock market, then you know every Friday you can find out. And if you subscribe, it automatically tells you. So listen to the radio show on the YouTube channel and subscribe and like. And remember, every Friday you'll get a notice that I got a new take on the market. Okay, I want you to listen to this nonsense. Remember this here? Here we go.
Bottom line is, as you said, we have had a V-shaped recovery. We think we're moving into a sustained expansion, and net, you're going to continue to see job growth. Jobs have increased dramatically.
They're going job growth, right? Now listen to this.
The National Restaurant Association, for example, has said 40%, nearly half of all restaurants will permanently close in the next 6 months. The national.
So wait a minute. So the biggest portion of this country's jobs is services. Services, not mining, not construction, not drilling, not manufacturing. I mean, your big pay comes from manufacturing. It comes from your industries. It comes from construction. It comes from mining. Comes from drilling. But you know where all our jobs are coming from? Not from that group. Only 25% of our jobs are coming from the high-paying groups. 75% of our jobs are coming from services, terrible, low-paid services with very little benefits. And they're telling you, oh, the economy's getting better. People are coming back. No, they're not. The economy's not getting better. But the stock market will keep going up as long as the economy gets worse and worse. This is how it works. If you're in the stock market, you want the economy to get worse and worse and worse. And quantitative easing, what the government is doing right now, the Federal Reserve is doing, makes the economy worse and worse and worse. So they have to keep stimulating. And here's what's really stupid. I mean, really stupid. How can anybody believe? How can anybody believe the economy's doing good when they're doing more stimulus? When they got to get people another check for $625 a week on top of the check they're already getting unemployed, how can they say the economy's doing good? We're in a V shape. Things are good. Well, wait a minute. You just got another stimulus package. You're bailing people out. How can you say the economy's good? But people, it's unbelievable. So that means the stock market will keep going up the more stimulus they do. And the more stimulus they do, the more the money you got in your pocket is going to go down and down and down. It's soon going to be worthless. So you got to go somewhere to make that up. If you just work on wages, you can't make it up. A person who has no money in the stock market works on wages, you can't make it up. Because wages, you're fixed. You're fixed. You're dead. You're fixed. And for the poor people, which is the majority of our people who are making less than $48,000 a year, they have no money in the stock market. Don't tell me they got a 401k. Don't you tell me they got a 401k. 50% of our $164 million man workforce, 50% don't have a 401k. And the 50% that do have a 401k, 38%, even higher than that actually, but let's say 38%, they can't contribute to it. So if you have money to put in the market, please join the gang. And the best part of the gang to join is what we call our Working Investor Program. You get, for 10 days, you get the color-coded chart, and during the 10 days, you have access to our portfolio of stocks. Now, when I say portfolio, these are my 5 stocks, this is Phil's 5 stocks, and then we have about another 7-8 stocks, which is our member portfolio. And every day, Steve, who is the head of our teaching program here at Phil's Gang, gets together with his team, and by 2 o'clock, he will post the video that tells you what to do with the stock, for heaven's sakes. What more can you do? You want us to come over to your house and tell you what to do with your stock? This is crazy. Everybody in the world should be in this thing. And then you got the chart that tells you in advance. We even put on an extra color. It used to go from red to green, okay? And now we put in a yellow. So if it's going to turn red, it doesn't go just from green to red, so you got to get out. It gives you an early warning. It turns yellow first. Then it turns red. So you even have more time to get out. Whoever tells you to get out of a stock? Has anybody ever called you to tell you to get out of stock? Anybody ever tell you to say, well, why don't you reduce some of your shares? Or did anybody ever say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the stock, take our profit, and it's going to go down. And we're going to make money on the way down because we're going to short the stock. And when it turns red, we're going to start shorting it. And we'll let you know when it turns red. Does anybody ever do that for you? No, nobody does that for you. But when I sit here every day talking about the color-coded chart, people go, well, what's that? That's got to be a gimmick. My biggest mistake, we have our membership for $39.95. And I should, and same thing with the chart. I should have priced it at $500-600. Then everybody be wanting it. But we started this thing 25 years ago. We have never changed our price. You know why? Because we do this for St. Jude. For St. Jude Hospital. My son had cancer, so I know all about it. So for about 25 years now, we've been promoting this program, working it to raise money for St. Jude. And the way we do it is to get you to stop losing money, get you to be able to get out of your stock in time, get out of the market in time, but not just get out. Turn around, and when the stock goes down, sell it short. And we'll tell you to do it. And if you just follow our portfolio of stocks, just my 5 stocks alone, just follow it. If you just follow the video, what it tells you to do, for heaven's sakes, I could shake you. Why aren't you doing that? Are you going to listen to these dopes on these fake business news networks? These dopes to tell you buy the hot stock Varney? Give me a break. What are you, nuts? Quantitative easing has destroyed the economy, but has made it an incredible stock market. And the people who made the stock market incredible, they don't care about the economy. They don't care about the people making less than $48,000 a year. They don't care about the middle class. They only care about the economy, about the stock market. So if you have a little extra money, then what you should do is start out and just buy the spiders. That's all. When it's green, we buy them. And when it goes down, it turns red. We turn around and we sell them short. Okay, please remember now. Okay, we have the Salem Conservative Summit. I'm inviting you to the Salem Conservative Summit. Please. It's going to be on October 23rd, 7 to 9, here in Sarasota at the Sarasota Hyatt. And it's sponsored by Sarasota Watch Company. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Elder's going to be there. Kirk's going to be there. Corker's going to be there. I'm going to be there. And we're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to learn an awful lot. You're going to learn an awful lot. So please just go to sign up. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Remember, it's Salem Conservative Summit. And that is October 23, 7 to 9, here in Sarasota at the Hyatt. You know, we have people coming in from all over the country. We have a lot of people coming in from San Francisco. We have people coming in from Seattle. I mean, we're surprised the amount of people that are coming in from San Francisco. And it's a good lineup. I mean, you got Kirk, you got Elder, Gorka, he's a hoot. Then you got me. You got me. All right. So again, look, don't worry about the market crashing. It's going to happen. It always does. In the meantime, make money as it's going up. If you join the gang, you can sleep at night because you always know you're going to be out of your stock before the market goes down or your stock goes down. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Tomorrow, I want to talk about a little bit about what's going on with AOC. Now, I don't like getting into politics, but this does have to do. This does have to do with stocks. Okay, what is going to happen if Biden wins? How is it going to affect the stock market? Where do you make money? What stocks do you go to? I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Join my gang tonight, free for 10 days. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.